want to let the church know today that the name woman was given to her by a man. And in my own definition of a woman, it is a wonderful man. Woman, wonderful man. It is a new edition of man. It is the latest edition of man. If you have a car of 2010 model of that car, and in 2023 or 2024 you buy 2024 model of that car, still the same car but with different functions. That is the way God formed man from the dust of the earth, and from man God brought out another man that is wonderful. And from the same man God brought out a new edition of this same man with a lot of futures. You know, now when you have a car of latest edition, it has different futures. There is an update, it's upgraded. That is how man was upgraded in woman. And the Bible says, and God made them men and female. God made them man and woman. And can I tell you, church, this is the problem I have with people that declare themselves transgender. This is the problem I have with those that declare themselves transgender. You are a woman, you want to be associated and identified as a man. That means you are telling God that, God, you are foolish, you are stupid, making me a woman. God has reasons why he made you whom you are. God has reasons why he made you a man. God has reasons why he made you a woman. It was not so difficult for God to cause the X chromosome to change to the Y chromosome. But God allowed the X chromosome to become an X, and he allowed the Y to become a Y. It was not a mistake. And that's why we are talking about womanhood in the 21st century. Understanding womanhood in the 21st century. There are a lot of challenges which our great-grandparents, they never faced, but our young girls today are facing. There were some things our grandmothers overcame, but they are overcoming our younger girls today. They are overcoming our women today. And that's why we are talking about understanding womanhood in the 21st century. And can I tell you, church, anybody can become a woman, but not every woman can become a mother. Today is Mothering Sunday. Today is Mother's Sunday. Anyone who is a female is a woman, but not any woman is a mother. It takes something to be a mother. It takes having a womb that is reproductive to become a mother. And when I mean a womb that is reproductive, I do not mean an anatomical womb. I do not mean a womb, a physiological womb. I mean having a womb to nurture the dreams of your children, to carry out the assignment of your husband. When I mean a womb, I mean someone that can conceptualize a dream and bring it into reality. Not every woman can do that. And this is why I said in the 21st century, womanhood is faced with a lot of challenges. And can I tell you, church, that women seems to be more like the most endangered species. And that's why a lot of rights to protect the woman. There are a lot of legal rights, constitutional rights to protect the woman. One of those rights is the right to protect the child girl from abuse. I want to know if there is a law to protect the boy child from abuse. One of those rights is the right against rape. But in the midst of all this, the Bible, where we read in Proverbs 31, told us what a virtuous woman should be. And my question to you, listening to me, are you a virtuous woman? How virtuous are you? Anybody can become a woman so long as you have breasts. But not all those who are women and mothers are virtuous. And the Bible is telling us how a virtuous woman should be. One, the Bible says that she ensures the joy and the peace of her home. Any married man will tell you that the home will enjoy peace when the mother is at peace. When the mother is happy, the home enjoys peace. When the mother is happy, everybody is happy. But when the mother is not happy, the home is torn apart. And for a virtuous woman, she ensures that the home is at peace. She does not trade the peace of her home with any other thing. Another thing the Bible tells us in Proverbs 31, can we just go to verse 20? She extends her hands to the poor, she reaches to the needy. A virtuous woman, that's why I said it takes virtue to become a mother. It takes virtue to become a mother. Because you look beyond the needs of your children, your biological children alone. You look at the needs of other children within the streets. It's only a compassionate woman that can become a mother. If a woman is not compassionate, she can't become a mother. Recently I heard about it in the news in California. A woman that locked up her 9-month-old baby at home to go on vacation in Mexico. She left her at home to go on vacation in Mexico for 3 weeks. That's a devil, boy. That's not a mother. Coming back, the baby was skeleton. She now found skeleton on her bed. That's what we're talking about. In the 21st century, when every other thing is now pleasure, social media. People no longer want things that will burden them. They no longer want to carry burdens. I said that it takes a compassionate heart to nurture a child. When you are closer to your mother, you will observe that even when you have not eaten, when she has not eaten, she will prefer to give you food. It's better for her to be hungry than her children to be hungry. That's how we know a mother. It's better for her not to sleep than for her to sleep and her children will be awake. For every mother, she cannot go to sleep before her children. A mother does not go to sleep before her children. A mother sleeps after her children have slept off. And do you know the funny thing? The mother is the first to wake up even before the children. Women are wonderful. Women are great. And that's why a woman can do 3, 4, 5 things at a time, but a man cannot do that. And that's why I call them the new addiction of man. Because a man will need to focus on one thing and get that one thing done first before doing another thing. But a woman can do 3, 4, 5 things at the same time. She will be carrying a baby at her back. She will be peeling the onions in the kitchen. Something will be on fire. She will be talking to the husband at the same time. Doing 3, 4, 5 things at the same time. And someone said, when you give a woman your sperm as a man, she brings out a child. Give a woman raw food, she'll bring out a prepared meal for you. Give a woman children, she will nurture them to become responsible men and female. Women are wonderful. But we are talking about a virtuous woman and a mother. A mother brings honor to herself and her husband. Can we go to 1 Peter chapter 3? 1 Peter chapter 3 from 1. 1 Peter chapter 3 from 1. Likewise, ye wives, submit yourselves to your own husband, that even if some do not obey the word, they, without a word, may be won by the conduct of their wives. When they observe your chaste conduct accompanied with fear, do not let your beauty be the adorning or the arrangement of your hair in the outward sense of wearing of gold and putting on of apparels, but verse 4, but let it be the hidden person of the heart with the incorruptible ornament of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is very precious in the sight of God. Verse 5, for in this manner in former times the holy women who trusted in God also adorned themselves, being submissive to their own husband. Verse 6, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham and called him my Lord, whose daughters you are, if you do good and you are not afraid of any terror. The Bible is describing a virtuous woman, a woman that can keep her home, a woman who honors the husband. There is this saying in my place. The beauty of a woman is in her character. The beauty of a woman is in her character. Not in her paintings, not in her fingernails, not in the big eyelashes, not in the bikinis that she wears or the half bras she wears in public. But a good woman is in character and in conduct. Because I've seen a lady who is average in size and who is not very beautiful outwardly, but I've seen her marry first before those who are very pretty. As a matter of fact, I've seen a lady who the husband died and she has a child already, remarry before those who have not married. I'm telling you, I know her. So there is something that these men are seeing in her, and it is not the outward beauty, it is not the money, it's not the wealth, it is the character. When you see a woman who can keep a home, even if she marries and remarries, she can marry up to 5 times. Even if the first husband dies, she can marry again. even before those who are much younger than her gets married. But in the 21st century, women of this century, they believe so much in paintings and in TikToks, in Facebooks and Instagram, showing their nudity all around the social media. Can I tell you somebody? If you attract any man, you attract because you show that man your nakedness. When that man is done seeing your nakedness, the man goes to see another woman's nakedness. It is only a dog that you attract with your nakedness. Men of dignity and honor have nothing to do. They have their food covered. They don't like their food open in the public. Any man you attract by flaunting your nakedness, your curves, your shapes on social media. When that man is done seeing your nakedness, the man goes to see another woman's nakedness. But the beauty of a woman is in character, in conduct, in virtue, in hard work. Virtuous women are industrious. They not only depend on their husband to give them, but they work out what they need for them and their children. And the last point I want to make about understanding women in the 21st century. The last point is that the second to the last point, they secure the future of their children. The best way to know a virtuous woman, if you married one, is how they try to secure the future of their children. They don't make their children an object of ridicule in public. How will you feel if your mom comes back, or if you go to school someday and your friend will tell you that they saw your mother fighting in the market? How will you feel? How will you feel if you go to school someday and a little boy comes to you and says, we saw your mother stealing, thieving at the shopping mall. Your mother was caught thieving. How would you feel if somebody goes into the internet and bring out a picture of your mom wearing only pants and bra, showcasing her private parts in the public on social media? How will you feel? Mothers in the 21st century, virtuous women, they have it to protect and secure the future of their children. They ask their children questions that are relevant. The time your child who is 16 and you know that this child is still a student comes home with a phone that you did not buy for him. The time she comes home with a gadget, an iPad you know that you did not buy for her. Did you ask her, where did you get this from? Any woman that does not ask such questions have lost her dignity before that child. Any woman that does not have the infantry, the audacity to ask the child, the children question, who gave you this money? Where do you get this from? That woman have lost her authority over those children. Just like Samson in the Bible. The Bible tells us in the book of Judges, chapter 13, from 3 to 4. Judges chapter 13, 3 to 4. The Bible tells us about Samson, the mother of Samson. The angel came to her and told her that when she conceives, she will give birth to a Nazarene. And this boy should not touch deadly things. That she should not drink hot wine because she's going to be pregnant of a Nazarene. And that she should be careful that nobody will shave the locks of this boy. And the mother of Samson in Judges chapter 14. Now let's go to Judges chapter 14 verse 9 and 10. The Bible tells us that Samson killed a lion, and with his hands He collected the honey that was in the lion, and the Bible says he brought it to his father and his mother. And the father and mother of Samson, they ate the honey that